Hello everybody, welcome to my fluid art channel. Saskia Smit here. Today I'm going to do a blowout, and I wanted some points of interest in the center of my painting, so that's why I made that structure with some molding paste. Excuse me. And it's dry. And on those lines I'm using some cell activator. The cell activator is made with golden carbon black and Australian floetrol. I think it's about 4 parts Australian floetrol to the paint. I don't measure, I look to the consistency. This gold is from the brand Lukas, and the white I'm going to use in a minute is made with the Amsterdam titanium black, which is about 3 parts Australian floetrol. And I'm just going to lay that down. My fault was I wanted a blowout with some kind of bright burst in the center. But you will see after I'm done, the structure lines are visible, but not in the way I wanted to. So I will do some brush painting when it's dried, to reveal those lines more, like the way I had visioned it in my head. The paints I'm using now are from the new Beach Bouquet set from ColourArte. If you are in the United States, I have a coupon code for you from ColourArte.com. If you are in Europe, you can find them in my online store. I ship through whole Europe, in and outside of the EU. That doesn't matter. And there's also a coupon code below the video. That's especially for you who watch my videos. Here I have some Pebeo Studio paint, very nice paint. I also have in my online store available. And I'm just layering the colors, and I wanted to blow them out with my hairdryer later. And looking back at this, I was probably using too much paint. That's also a reason that my structured lines were not that visible anymore, because there was a pretty thick layer of the pouring paint. And I mixed all the acrylic paints, so that with acrylic paints I mean the ColourArte Beach Bouquet set, the Prizm Pour set, and the Pebeo, with a little splash of Joe Sonja's. It doesn't have to be much, but I wanted it to be a little bit thinner, so it would be easier to spread it with my blow dryer. If you thin down your Prizm Pour, it's recommended that you do not use any water, because the water can separate the paint. So if you want to thin it down, you can use floetrol, you can use GAC 800 from Golden, you can use any pouring medium, but rather not water. So here we go, blowing it out. And I was not planning to do a bloom or anything. I just wanted to blow it out. I really love the sparkle in those ColourArte paint. It's a gorgeous paint. You can use it straight out of the bottle if you want to do blooms. But if you want to do any other pour, just thin it down with some floetrol, GAC 800 or both, or another pouring medium, whatever you prefer. And GAC 800 is really a thin consistency, so I would use that instead of water. And I'm sorry my hand is in front of the camera. I didn't realize it until later. So next time I will do this, I will have my camera at another place so you can see better. I'm so sorry. So how are you all doing? It's been a while ago since I uploaded a video. I'm so sorry, but I'm extremely busy and, well, because of my health, I'm not always feeling well or up to pouring or working. And I want to because I miss it very much, but sometimes I just don't have the energy for it. But I like to know how you are all doing, because I also really miss you. So here we have the wet result. And, well, it's not easy to notice, but the structure lines are still visible. And here it's dry. I'm sorry, I just bumped my head to the camera, so that's why it's moving a little bit now. But what I'm doing now is I have some white acrylic paint and I'm just making those lines a little bit more visible again. And why did I do all this with the structured lines and this brush painting? Well, I just wanted to try something new. And I was feeling up to it, and I just wanted to sit down and have some me time and paint a little. So it's different. It's not spectacular, but I had a lot of fun. That's for sure. And yeah, it's not easy to see now, but the Prizm Pour colors dried extremely beautiful. It's not in the right lighting now, but they are so shiny. And they dry really glossy. Yeah, you can see it a little now. So I have speed this up for about 4 times, because it was, yeah, taking a long time to do this, because I wanted to take my time and I just wanted to have some fun, which is really important, because this is a great hobby or a great form of art, but you need to have fun. And for me, that's always, yeah, trying different things, because if I have done a certain kind of pouring technique, I get bored a little bit, and I always want to think about new things or doing new things. That's just, yeah, I want to challenge myself, and I like being working for my arts, because when we're pouring I have a lot of fun, but it's yeah, mostly mixing paint, and then you're done in about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And if I feel like it, I like to sit down and, yeah, fiddle with my art. So now I'm adding a little bit of black to create, yeah, a little bit like a shadow. So it will give you a little bit of more depth. I'm sorry. And, yeah, here you can see me adding more black. and I have so many new things in my head that I want to do. But yeah, I don't always have the time for it, and it's a shame. I really need to make more time. So I'm adding the Prizm Pours again. So you can see they are totally suitable for brush painting too. And if you put on a little bit of a thick layer, you will see that they cover the other paint pretty well. But if you don't want to cover all the paints, they are kind of transparent. So if you will put a thin layer down, you will also see the other color of the paint below. And that's why I love them so much. So they would also be very suitable for glazing, I think. Yeah, it's just a very beautiful paint, and it's you can use it on all surface. So you can use it on glass, on wood, even on clothes. So it's also you can use it as a textile paint. So if you have a jeans coat or something, you could make a pour on that coat or on a sweater, and if you would turn it inside out and iron it, then you can wash it. So yeah, I really love those paints. They are beautiful and you can do everything with them. And of course a lot of people are in the bloom techniques, so yeah, they are very suitable for that. Just right out of the jar or out of the bottle, or mix in a little bit of Joe Sonja's if you think they are too thick for your liking. And that's the Joe Sonja's polyurethane varnish. I also have that in my online store if you are looking for that. So now you can just see me adding a little bit color so that the lines are making more sense. And I'm just trying to put it together, having my fun. So there you can see I added a very thin layer, so you can see the paint still beneath, but you get that beautiful color shift because the violet rose is a violet with a blue color shift, and it's just gorgeous. It looks different every time you see it in another light. So here I thought I was done. This is still wet. Yeah, it's just a gorgeous paint. And here you can see the dried result. So as you can see, it dries so very glossy. It would look even better if you put a resin coat on top of it. So yeah, that will create more depth. And I really like the end result. As I said, it's not spectacular, but yeah, I loved it. So I like to thank you for watching, and if you need anything that I used in my video, please check below the video. Everything is there with links and in writing. And I want to thank you for watching and hopefully see you next time. Bye bye, my friends.